I think I'm going to start doing a video on YouTube. I'm not quite sure how well this will go or how long I can do it, or it's so fresh to start a video, but I think everybody looks at YouTube channels all the time and try and learn about makeup and hair, I guess video games, how to fix things. So many things on YouTube you can find. But I could not find anything about my country that I live in, which is Israel. So I thought that that would be a start, and see how it goes. I've been in Israel 11 years, and I enjoy it very much. And yes, I'm using an iPhone because I'm not quite sure if what I need to buy to do a YouTube channel. I think also, just someone mentioned it's like a video journal. So by putting something up and sharing a part of yourself or your thoughts with people and not feel like you're talking to yourself, and you're thinking out loud. That's basically what I think video recording is just thinking out loud. And that way you're not crazy. You could just videotape yourself and talk about whatever interests the person, which right now in my country there's so much going on. We have a lot of situations that is happening, and the media is not reporting it properly in the world. I think I'm a Jew. I'm an Orthodox Jew, and in Israel is made up of like all the religions. It's made up of Christians and Muslims and Jews and atheists. Is that a religion? No, it could be. And those are the main ones, I guess. And you have different branches of Christianity here, and as you know, Israel is the holy land for all the religions, and it's a great place to live. I enjoy it so much, and like I said, I've been here 11 years, and I'm from the United States, as you can tell. Sound like it, I think. And I cannot even imagine myself living in America again. So I think that's it. I gotta look at some of the minutes of other people videotaping in Israel. Maybe I'll start like walking around and videotaping different sites that we go to, and correcting, excuse me, what the media says about Israel, and probably giving my thoughts about it. There's a vlogger from China that I enjoy. I'm sorry, my voice is hoarse. There's a guy from China, and he records about China, and the things he say are, wow, I can't even imagine that he gets away with half that stuff that he says. But of course it's true, because he's videotaping in real time what's going on there. And of course you will never hear about that in the media, the things that happen there. So vlogging from a country that you know that the media does not portray in the right way. And in an international community, Israel is definitely given a bad raw deal. And it's so amazing. It's like candid camera kind of thing. Like, really? Someone actually is going to believe that? For example, today was a terrorist attack on a bus. And an Arab person who actually works in Jerusalem. And he gets on the bus and he just starts stabbing and shooting people. And 2 died, and maybe like 17 more on the bus were like injured. There were 2 of them. And in the international media, it'll say there was an accident in Israel, and people were hurt. But leave out the part about that it was the Arabs. We seem to have issues right now with with the Arabs that live in the neighboring towns and villages. But they work here in Israel. They work in Jerusalem, these particular people. And another guy works for Bezek, which is the phone company in Israel. And he works for Bezek, and he has a Bezek car. And he rams his car into a bus stop where people are sitting with their babies and strollers, and he rams his car. Then he didn't do it well enough, so he gets out of the car and he just starts stabbing the people that he didn't injure with the car. So it's going to be interesting to see if the media will report that, because they definitely have a magnifying glass on Israel, but it's distorted and it doesn't give the real deal about what's going on here. I'm sure there are going to be a lot of people talking about free Palestine and all of that. But what I always ask them is, where do you live? And since Israel is surrounded by Arab countries, why don't any of them help the Palestinian people? They don't help them. And and why in the world have no one said anything about Hamas or Abbas with their $1 million homes? If I could find a picture and show you how big their house is, surrounded by people with nothing, it's astounding. But the world say nothing. They say nothing. And it's so interesting. Like I say to some Arab people that I know, why don't you say anything? Well, how do you let them have huge houses? How can that be? How can they have all these wives? Because there's something where each wife gets their own floor. They don't share floors. Like you could have more than one wife, and they do. They have a lot. And they bring their family to Jerusalem to get medical help. But they didn't build any hospitals in their own towns. They just come here. Anyway, that's my first vlog, and I'm pretty sure there are going to be a lot of people with a lot of hate, and that's okay, because I realize people that just say a lot of hateful things don't really care what someone else say. They just like to be hateful. And that's the end of my first